What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Okami. In the last episode, we finished off the Ryushima Coast Devil Gate trial with relative ease. And in this episode, we're going to talk to the Emperor, and we are going to get the last two things I wanted to get from him. The Thieves Glove and the Water Tablet. And we are just 14 away from being able to get the Wood Mat. So, I'm going to equip these things real quick. We no longer need the Fire Tablet. That is completely useless to us now. And the Thieves Glove, well, I kind of need both of these things, so I'm not going to equip that just yet. But I will be getting it soon enough, or I will be using it soon enough. That is actually a very, very useful item for Devil Gate trials. So I'm not going to be using it a lot in the main game, but when we come across the other two Devil Gate trials, I will be using it quite frequently. Now, I'm going to show you the Water Tablet real quick. This thing is freaking amazing. It makes traversing across the game so much easier now. Holy crap, it is just awesome. Plus, it is the true essence of god-dumbhood. Yes. Anyways, we are actually going to head over here to Queen Himiko's palace. Even though Himiko has passed away, there is still something we can do in her honor. So, we're going to want to head back here. And as you can see, we have her handmaiden. Ah, it's you, Amaterasu. I can't thank you enough for all you've done. That's the grave of our ruler, Queen Himiko. I am sure your blessing would expedite her journey to heaven. Perhaps you could sprinkle divine water on her grave. Please help her spirit to be released. And so, this is how we will pay our respects. We will take the water from here and douse it over her grave. And so Nuregame has yet another power to give us. This power is called Deluge. This is done by doing Veil of Mist, but vertically. You draw 2 lines downwards. This is the floral finisher for the Blue Cyclops. Or if you ever have a chance to fight one where water is near, you can use it then. But it is basically the ability to conjure water out of thin air. It is also necessary for another side quest that we are going to be taking care of in this video. So, anyways, I'm going to show you how this is done really quickly before we continue. Let me open up this chest real fast. Water Spout Tech 2. And this is how it is done. Just draw 2 lines straight down. And there you go. That is Deluge. It is not very useful in battle, obviously, because it doesn't do damage. But it is a floral finisher for certain enemies. And it is useful for another side quest coming up. So, those are good things. And this side quest is necessary for 100%. Now, we are done here in the aristocratic quarters, save for one thing, and one thing only, and it involves that tower. But that is not going to be taken care of in this video, because there are a few steps we need to do before we can even access that. So, what I'm going to be doing now, and not going back into Rao's sadly empty quarters, I'm actually going to jump over into the river. That's apparently a visible wall. Into the river, yeah. Because in this river, there are actually a few things that can be gotten. As you can see, we have a treasure chest down here. We're going to want to power slash that. And because we have the water tablet, things are made so much easier. But here we have, if I can get it, holy crap, the first of many stray beads, or actually the second of many stray beads that will be gotten over the next few videos. I guess the first was technically gotten at the end of the last video, but regardless, I'm not positive if there are any other treasures in this lake. I actually don't think there are. So, now that we have done that, we are going to head into the commoner's quarters and take care of a few things there. So first things first, that needs to be done. This is one of the bigger side quests. So you can see we have this big lantern in the middle of the town. There are actually 2 of these. We need to light them both, and we need to light all of the adjacent lanterns as well. That messed up. Okay, you know what? Fine. This works more conveniently anyway, because it lit that one, which is good. So we need to light that. And then we also need to light all of, again, the adjacent lanterns. At least over in this area, because we need them for a certain side quest, and it will not be activated unless you at least activate the big lantern. So, can I get the holy smokes? Thank you. Frickin' things. Okay, let's go over it, and there. Now, we have already done what is widely considered the hardest side quest in the Commoner's Quarters, which was the Charcoal Girl side quest. That is all done and over with. We don't have to worry about it anymore. And now that sound is played, that means we are able to activate the side quest. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to turn it to nighttime. And in this vicinity, or in the vicinity of this area, there is a certain thief. And we're going to talk to this guard and learn a bit about him. Look, I don't believe it. The gods must have heard my pleas. The big lanterns have suddenly become aflame. This must be a sign from above. The gods must be telling me to catch Hayazo. He may have gotten away with his crimes in the darkness up to now, but there's nowhere for him to hide. He must be taking cover somewhere nearby. Now I just have to lie and wait until he shows his face. Well, you're actually not going to be doing any of the work. That is going to be all me. Try power slashing through these rocks until you find him. He's usually in a very nearby rock, and there we go.
Hee, you found me. Not bad, pal, not bad at all. Let me introduce myself. The name's Hayazo, Master of Thieves. I was born to pick pockets, you see. They say I even picked the midwife's pocket when I was born. Nice to meet you.
And now he's starting to sound like a pirate. Okay, Master of Thieves, Hayazo. Master of Thieves?
Yep, but picking pockets ain't my only skill, you know. I can run fast, even faster than a wolf.
Huh? You saying you can take us on, mister? You may be a master thief, but Furball here is a master snatcher. No matter who it is, the furry snatcher just gets the goods, especially from sleazy thieves like you.
Hee. Think you can take something from me, to ya? Well, no one can match my vanishing act. No one ever has, no one ever will. Mess with me and you'll eat my dust. You gonna take me on?
Yeah, you're toast, Hayazo. There's no escape once Ami here sets after some prey.
Go ahead, give it a shot. You are no master with the skill of Hayazo, Master of Thieves. First one, then two. Get him in order. I split apart and take off in a cloud of dust.
So, we need to actually use these techniques in order on this guy. So, as you can see, we have Water Spout and Power Slash. As soon as it starts, I'm going to try, to take water from this river and hit the first one, and then Power Slash the other. Bam! That's what you get. Fiddlesticks. And we have what is a pocket watch. Now we need to give it to the owner of the pocket watch, but they will not be around unless we turn it to daytime. So let's do that really quick. And then we can turn it back to nighttime later and do this again. So. Oh, it's you, dog. What's that you've got there? Surely it's not my precious glass watch. And you offered it to him. How in the world did you get it back from Hayazo? You must be some kind of miracle worker. And we get 20 praise. Now, this side quest, you're probably wondering, why didn't I do this earlier? Because it is available, actually, before we completed On the Island and all that. It was available back when I did the Charcoal Girl side quest. Well, it's because I can't finish this side quest until after Oni Island, and I will tell you why, or you will see why. So, let's turn it nighttime again. Oops, sorry, slash the rock. It's not in that one, but he could be in that one. Indeed he is, and the guard is too stupid to notice him. So, here we go again. We have to do this again, but now he has 3 different things we need to do. So we have Water Spout, Power Slash, and now Fire. So you have to make sure you do them in order. Don't hit the wrong version of him. The wrong double team, I suppose. And let's see if I can use Fire here. Can I? Here, there we go. Bam! Not so bad. How'd you do that again? And so we get what are called millet dumplings. Now these are going to be given to a character I actually mentioned earlier in the game. A very, very cool character. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to head over this direction. And do you remember Momotaro, the monkey-looking kid? Well, you offered millet dumplings. Hey, my millet dumplings, where'd you find them? Thanks for bringing them to me instead of just gobbling them up. Yeah. I probably should have done that instead. I mean, I needed 20 praise. I've been pretending to be a hero defeating demons on Oni Island. Why don't you play with me? I don't mind that you're just a dog. Now that little bit of information is interesting right there, and that is going to allow me to segue into Momotaro's story. Also, that penis in the sky is still very unsettling. Momotaro is actually had his own story in Japanese culture. What am I doing? It needs to be nighttime, idiot. He, along with several different animals, actually went, just as a boy, to an island full of demons and defeated them one by one. I believe it was just in an effort to save his village. It's a really interesting story, and I will look up more information on it when I get around to editing this. But for now, we need to take on Hayazo. So we have fire, water, power / water. We have to do this in exactly the right order and not mess this up. Okay, got one. And then, oh, there he goes. Okay, so now we actually need to chase after him. So there he goes. He's actually very, very quick, so it's going to be difficult to keep up with him. However, whenever he jumps over a wall, he slows down significantly. Excuse me. Now he's going to run over the bridge, which is going to give me a chance to, and I actually haven't power slashed him yet, apparently. Okay, now, here we go. Bam, sucker. There we go. But I power slashed him already. It won't be so easy next time. And so we take this one. This is a hair pick. And this one is actually taken to a man sitting in the diner where we found our chef friend. Now, our samurai, our chef and our samurai friend. However, we're going to need to make it daytime once again, I believe. This one actually might be exclusive to nighttime now that I think more about it, but we will see. And indeed it is! Crap! Oh, well, apparently I just dodged out of the diner. He was like, screw this noise! You offered chrysanthemum hairpin. Hey, that's my chrysanthemum hairpin. I spent a fortune on that thing. Someone stole it from me and I'd given up on seeing it again. I don't know where you managed to come by it, Mutt, but I can't tell you how happy I am that you did. Thank you. 441 praise? Well, I suppose that means it's time. Time to tell Kiku. Time to tell her I love her! Oh, you go for it, man. Just keep drinking, and then you should be all set. Because there's nothing a woman loves more than a drunken slob. Okay, now, since we have turned it back to nighttime yet again, in the process of doing all that, Hayazo should be over here waiting in another one of these rocks, and we can start the final stage. Not there, so he's probably in that one. And so the ominous music, well, not ominous, I would say more foreboding music begins.
No one has ever gotten this far against me. I can see it in your eyes. You mean business with that shocking attack of yours. You leave me no choice. You'll never catch me with my 5-way vanishing act.
Quintuple team? Oh gosh, that's definitely banned. Oops, sorry. So we have power slash, fire, water, electricity, and power slash again. This is an interesting one. This is a very interesting one. So, do you remember a certain ghost? A certain ghost we talked to earlier here in Seon City that only appears at night and happened to be made of electricity. Well, this is the only part in the game where he truly becomes useful, and thank goodness for the water tablet. But we're going to need to follow him, and whenever he gets around near that ghost, we will be able to use that on him and then finish him off with Power Slash. This is the only way you can defeat Hayate, and this is why I waited until after Oni Island, because we do not even have this technique until after Oni Island. So, oh, crap, I missed him, Let's try that again, and goodbye. Ugh. Frickin' Hayate. Well, I'll be darned. To think you'd defeat my vanishing act. I got nothing else up my sleeve, but I'm glad we were able to compete. Your lightning fast skill was truly impressive. And we get 50 praise from him. Don't pick up people's pockets. From now on, I'm going to be a fleet-footed detective like you. No more stealing for Hayazo, Master of Thieves. Well, except for those skills of yours. And he explodes. Got it. I want to take that before it disappears. And I'm wearing it because it looks adorable. This is actually the most important item right here. We are done facing Hayate. But what does this mean? Well, remember the floating penis in the sky? That joke has gotten to the point of rubbish. What we need to do is we need to use water spout in this little empty ditch. And it's actually going to create a place where we can use frickin' power of... I am forgetting the names of everything. It doesn't matter. This takes us up to the floating penis in the sky that we will soon find out is actually not a floating penis in the sky at all. It is actually a stronghold. So as we head over here, Amaterasu? Huh? How'd you know Ami's name? Oh, that little bouncing guy's with you too. Well, Captain Waka, did you say you guys were inseparable? Did he just call him Captain Waka? Who you call? Yeah, exactly. That imbecile's a captain. We work under Captain Waka, and he reports directly to Queen Himiko. We're the Tau Master's Special Investigation Troop, but you can call us the Tau Troopers for short. And so we meet the first of the Tau Troopers. Tau Troopers. I don't know if I like the sound of that. This is our headquarters, but Captain Waka is out on a special mission right now. He told me about you two before he left, and he says you could inspect our headquarters if you wanted. Bah, I knew that half-baked prophet was up to something. He knew we were coming. I bet the place is just crawling with traps. Keep your eyes peeled, Ami. I would, but I've kind of got something on my face that's not too proportionate. It's kind of actually blocking my eyes, but whatever. If you notice, the mask on his face actually looks exactly like the mask that's on my face right now. Well, I'm going to head inside because there is a certain Tau Trooper that actually happens to be missing his mask. And the music. Waka's theme is beautiful. I need to talk to you. Huh? That thing you're wearing, isn't that my Tau mask that was stolen? And you offered the Tau mask. You brought it back for me? Oh, thank you, really, I mean it. 50 more praise? Gosh, as if we already didn't have enough. You look better without that silly thing. Well, how do I look? Oh, not bad, I guess, as long as you're happy. Really? Anyway, I'd like to give you this to thank you for finding my mask. And you obtained a stray bead. If you hold that bead in your hand and wish with all your heart, I, Abe, shall come rushing to your side anytime, anywhere, which is why I will never do that. Just kidding. Now for your real reward. You know that secret about Captain Waka I promised to tell you, and he would have promised if we had talked to him before giving him the mask. Well, I've always been absolutely fascinated by Captain Waka. Take that as you will. That's why I've studied so much about him. Take that also as you will. You wouldn't believe what I found out. Try me. Okay, the Tau Troopers have been around for over 200 years, but there's no mention of any captain before Captain Waka. Pretty strange, huh? I don't get it. In other words, if you look back over our 200-year history, the only captain's name that comes up is Captain Waka. That would make Captain Waka over 200 years old. Now you have my attention. 200 years is nothing for someone like me, but for a human, that's just plain weird. There's also the matter of that magical projection device. Only he knows how to use it. He really is a mysterious figure. And when he's talking about projection devices, he's meaning this right here. As you can see, we have images of all of the monsters, including Orochi, Ninetales, the Spider Queen, Blight. Ninetales would have been a bit of a spoiler if you came in here before you actually fought Ninetales, which is kind of why I didn't do it. But other than the fact that this place looks like a freaking Catholic church, I think we are done here. But ladies and gentlemen, in the next episode, we're going to be continuing the side quests here in Seion City, Commoner's Quarters, and we'll probably also be able to head into Ryoshima Coast and start taking care of the side quests there. So, it's been the Squirtle King. I hope you enjoyed this episode very much, and I will see you all in the next one.